Hello everybody, my name is Alan Lloyd. The rotation of the form, it will position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time there is no one in to look for the code. It is B12F318. So, most of the stuff that I say has already been completed. But in the sun, it will burst to tears to heaven based upon the machine. If the machine is the aura based upon the element, it will send the sun through. So when the sun bursts to heaven based upon the machine, it will array itself into the third performance. The one ink system is the Formula 1 to fade itself into the transcode system. Each fade is one on time to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time there is no one in to look for the code. It is B5F318. For Bill Gates, the third encryption is C1F315. For the Hellholder, the democracy of law based upon implementation of network, it will be fired out to the heaven. This heaven will machine itself into the fund of the game to include the program. The isolation of law is the last message of the compound to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time there is no one in to look for the code. It is B5F312. So, in the drawing program for Dr. T. Sandra, the last message is the component of 3 on time to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, there is no one in to look for the code. It is the computerization. We are not there yet. Each computer system will minimalize the sun. The sun will burst to tears to heaven based upon the area. The area is 09, 06, 01, 02, 05, 01, 08. In the planet Earth, it is the sun that will burst to tears to heaven based upon Jesus Christ to map the position of physics and to send the sun through. But if the core is 1 on time, 12 on time, and 4 on time by the border, the third moon will switch off to the mode of the artificial intellectual copy tissue. The alignment of time will send the sun through. But if the core is B12F315 by the border, the third moon will switch off to the mode of the intellectual copy tissue. The machine is B18248. Each machine is a summum. See? First word is an equation. Sir Funk, what is the last message of the compound? To position yourself into the audio wave. Because each audio wave is by Michael Jackson to send the sun through. When Michael Jackson sends the sun through, it will burst to tears to heaven based upon Disney Plus 282148494641. In Disney Plus, it is the sun that will burst to heaven based upon the stream. Each stream will banana the manifestation. The manifestation of law is the last message of the compound to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, there is no one in to look for the code. It is BE1824. The BE1824 for Dr. Sandra is an Instagram technology to position itself into the independency. The independency is a network of 5C, 6C, 1C, 8C, 9C, 12C, 8C, 4C, 6C, 1C, 8C, 4, 8, 4, 9, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 8. The MT5 is Instagram technology to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, there is no one in to look for the code. It is the Quora. The Quora for the complexity of Network 1 is a network of 531 for Jesus Christ to map the position of physics in relation to the timer. Each timer will send the sun through, but if the sun bursts to tears to heaven based upon the machine, it will array itself into the third performance. So Dr. T. Sandra, the mixture of the word of the processor will Instagram the third technology. In this way, it is the Teshkamang. The Teshkamang is the border of the fifth moon to develop the third technology. In this Jora, it is the co-function of the satellite. Each satellite will form the network of 3PF315. In the satellite of 3N2148 is the Instagram technology to position the NASA. In NASA, it is the retimer to element design for the protocol. As each protocol will network out B64129. The Paul of 1821 PAUL is the Instagrammer technology for the position. Each position for Pope, it is the retimer for the Pope 1824. The Pope is 1824. In relation to Jesus Christ, the math position of physics will transcode the program in the isolation of law by the last message. The component is 3 on 8. Each manifestation of law is the last message of the compound to position itself into the acceptance. Once upon a time, there is no one in to look for the code. It is B12F318. The B12F318 for the border of the fifth moon will develop the third technology for the inking system. As in a matter of time, each inking system will formulate into 356531. The door to heaven based upon the machine will array itself into the third performance. The network of one will condor itself into the transcode system. The transcode system will formulate into 3PF318. The design day 10 is interlude technology, and in that day it is 10324. In each thinking of thoughts in relation to Sir Funk, it is the equation of the E105321, because in that day it is 10324621. I'll be back in a minute. Do you need help?
No, we'll see, yeah. Maybe. I've got that down.
In a matter of time, when the sun shines through, it will array itself into the third way in. This is the independency of law based upon the last message. Because the last message is 1 on 8, the 1 on 8 for the bit cell, CELL, is the interlude of technology for the position. Each position will array itself into the third performance. The math position of physics will send the sun through. But if the sun bursts to tears to heaven based upon the area, it will array itself into the third performance. For the third religion of the condor, it will machine itself into the sun. The sun may burst to tears to heaven based upon the area. Each area will send the sun through. The sun will burst to tears to heaven based upon the alignment of time for the sun. If the core is the independency of network 1, it will array itself into the third way in for the door to heaven based upon the machine. The machine is spelled to F315. So for the third rock is the sun. This will burst to tears. Bye.